All right, we're back. Another episode. Oh, that's not how I do it. I don't know how I usually intro overtimes. Anyway, overtime. We're back with overtime. Number 11, maybe?
Who
You're
you
supposed
asking
to
for?
know these things, you
I'm
asshole.
sorry, dude. I don't know. Let's see. What was even the last overtime we did? It's been a while. Hold on, now I'm just curious to see what overtime this is. Overtime number. It is 11. Look at that. Y'all are doubting me. Last overtime we did was Return of the Living Dead 2. That was a classic. But
He's doing pretty well too.
it's doing all right, yeah. But this week we're finally doing 28 weeks later. I don't know how long ago we did 28 days later,
Would
but
it shock you to know that we did it 28 weeks ago?
it would.
And that's why I just looked it up.
Oh yeah.
28 days later was filmed 28 weeks ago. Not exactly, but like in week time.
In week time, yeah.
So it could be like 28
Not
weeks
not
and 4 days.
swole time.
That's just more week time.
Oh. But anyway, but
I made that
28. Yeah, okay.
up.
But 28 weeks later, uh, yeah. I'm gonna say right now, I think that 28 days later is a better movie and is better made, but I enjoyed 28 weeks later better. So I'm gonna give it a 7.
Really? That's high. I was definitely going low with this one.
Oh, really?
Do you remember what I gave the last one, 28
No.
days
I
later?
think you gave it like a 5 or something. I don't remember.
I'm going to give this one like a 4. Yeah. It got boring, but we'll save that for later. Tyler?
This movie's definitely like an 8.
Wow.
Has
Jesus.
everything you'd ever want in a zombie movie.
Yeah.
I didn't see no well,
So we
I
filmed.
did see
Yeah, I
titties.
did. What are you talking about?
We filmed Graveyard Shift Movie Podcast, episode 15, 4 months ago.
Okay.
So that's 16 weeks.
Oh shit.
So you gotta wait to put this out for another.
Okay. I'll
You
put
gotta
this
wait.
one on hold. But anyway.
That's funny.
All right. Well, hey. Spoiler warning for 28 weeks later. Gonna ruin everything. So don't get mad at us. All right.
Or do. It's
Or
fine.
do. Yeah. That's all right.
I'll meet you out back.
This movie.
I'm in hot.
Yeah. This movie not directed by Danny Boyle. Which
You could tell, like,
I
with
th-
the music cues and stuff. Like,
yeah, at first I was like, oh, maybe it is because like Don or whatever is played by Bigby from Train Spotting. So I was like, oh shit, maybe it is Danny Boyle, but it's not. He was an executive producer on it, and like he worked on a lot, but he was already directing something else, so he couldn't direct this one. So, but there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, first off, guys, by the way, maybe it's just me, but I think we all would have done what little Don does in the beginning with
I wouldn't have.
yeah.
Lying ass bitch.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's one zombie, but he doesn't have any weapons on him. But like, I don't know. It's one of the things where you can always be like, I wouldn't do that. That guy's a pussy. And then you get in the situation, and you're like, you close the door, and yeah. He tries to save the homie later at the boat.
Yeah.
James, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't make it on that boat. I don't understand how. Dude, so guy leaves like 10 minutes before the dad even like leaves the house.
Uh-huh.
Dude's still there unfucking wrapping the tie downs for the boat. Guy jumps in and then somehow the dude doesn't follow right behind him. I mean, it's not hard. Like I'm so confused. But they killed everyone off in that first
They did.
thing. I was like, oh.
I
Their escape plan was dog shit too. The wood they used to bar those windows, they were 2x4s, like thick fucking wood. Zombies went straight through them.
uh-huh.
I was so confused. Uh, it didn't make any
I
sense.
I was so mad at the old lady who like the whole time James is up there and he's like, come on,"
Give me
and
your
she's like,
hand.
"No, no," and then this bitch has the nerve to then when she's getting ate, she's in the help
Help
me,
me.
and I'm like, he's been trying to help you for the last 10 minutes, like.
People are dumb, bro. I swear.
Once again, ooh, my husband, but sometimes.
Fuck no.
So, I mean, it's your loved one. If your
No,
mom was
no.
being devoured, like you would. If your mom was that guy, you would be
Uh-huh.
like, "See you later."
Yeah, get
Yeah.
out of there.
Well, if she was in the process of getting ate, I'd be like, all right, let's get out of here.
You gotta move quick,
I
man.
mean, I'd be sad about it, but
Would she want you to die to save her dumbass? Fuck no, she wants you to live.
Well,
See you
also,
live.
if she decides that she's gonna stay there and die with them, that's all good and fine. But don't like put blame on the
Yeah,
help me. Like, that's what pissed me off. I was like, come on, lady.
I think this was still early in like the zombie breakout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they really knew what to expect or how ferocious they were.
Yeah.
Now think about it. That little kid was getting chased by him,
Uh-huh.
and he got away fine. So
Yeah.
just you can outrun them, outsmart them, or whatever.
Yeah. That kid, I guess, ends up getting killed in the house. You never
Yes,
see him
you never
again.
see him again.
Yeah,
He led all those zombies to kill all those people
he did.
when you could have just left his ass outside.
He was an
How do you
informant.
know they were in there too? Like the windows boarded up. They had like tiny candles.
Well, I
on
mean,
them.
I don't know if he knew anyone was in there. That was probably just a desperation. Like, hey,
Probably the only house that was locked, right? And all the windows were
maybe.
boarded up.
I will say that was cool filmmaking, where the whole time they're like walking around with these candles and everything, and they're eating like dinner or whatever. And so for me, at least, you assume it's night, and then he opens
Yeah.
up the door and just sun comes blasting,
Blaring
and it's
light,
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
flashbang.
broad daylight, and I was like, oh man. But yeah. So 28 weeks later, uh, so 28 days later, obviously, zombie outbreak starts. Once again, they never call him zombie. It's just like infected with rage or whatever.
Infected, yeah.
28 weeks later, now supposedly, all of the infected have starved to death, and they're cleaning up mainland Britain, and they're moving civilians back in, and that's the sort of the plot of this movie. Which, also, yeah. So then only one guy survives in that whole beginning scene, which is Don.
Dad, yeah.
Yeah, and then he apparently they had kids, which I don't know where the kids were in that.
They
whole
were
thing.
away on vacation.
Oh,
They
yeah.
sent them away for a school trip.
And then they make sure so everyone they check everyone in and make sure they're all healthy. And the boy has like two different color eyes. He has like a green eye and a brown eye. And like they point that out and you're like, okay, well this is going to mean something. And like I guess it was important, but really I'm like I don't know if that really mattered at all in the story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess it did, but
Do you want to know why it mattered?
okay.
So his mom was half infected, right? She was
Yeah.
a carrier, but she wasn't zombified.
Yeah.
Even though she kind of was, but let's not talk about that,
Uh-huh.
So she also had that genetic mutation.
Yeah.
So the kid having it made the lady think that he would be a carrier and not infected, so they
Uh-huh.
could use his blood to, that they have the same genes. And she
Yeah.
even said that it's not for certain, right? She was like,
Yeah.
"His might be for nothing,"
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
why they have the same DNA or whatever.
Yeah, like I got all that, but it just sort of seemed like the ending of this movie, which we'll talk about a little bit, just seemed really rushed.
It did.
Like, it seemed like they got to a certain point and were like, oh, we have to wrap this up somehow. Let's have Hawkeye get burned up to death. And then we'll have the woman get beat up to death. And then we'll just wrap it all up
By
in a
the
helicopter.
dad.
By the dad, yeah. The
Who
dad, by the way.
lived. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Some train station.
So the dad has simultaneously the coolest part in this movie and the worst part, which is just him as a zombie, like, stalking his kid the whole movie. And I was like, what is this zombie stalker thing we got going on, you know? Like, and then they keep, like, making it seem like the dad still remembers his past life or whatever, but then he can't fight off the rage. And I was just like, oh, okay.
Well, this is where the movie like takes a turn.
Yeah.
And it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
So the mom is genetically modified, right? To where she's not modified, but genetically predispositioned to not give into the rage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big deal, you know? They're like, oh, this lady's immune to the virus.
Yeah.
That dude is in no way any blood relation to that lady.
Yeah, so why...
so why does he remember his son?
Yeah.
Why is he stalking this guy? And it's like, I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know. He, like... So, the mom... He, when we were talking about earlier, leaves the mom for dead, and he runs away. We then later find the mom living in their house. Somehow she's gotten back into the city, like, living in the house and everything. They bring her back, and there's the one part where, they're like, oh, sir, we found your kids. And he's like, oh, thank God. They're like, we also found your wife. And he's like, oh.
Shit.
Yeah. And so...
He told the kids that their mom died.
Yeah,
when in reality, he sort of... He didn't leave her to die. She fucked up on her own.
Well, I mean, he left her to die, but...
No, there wasn't... They both would have died if he tried to help. Like, there's nothing he could have done. Well, and it was her own fault she died. Because he was like, yo, come the fuck here. And she was like, but this kid... Fuck them kids, bro. Fuck them kids.
She didn't die. So if there was two in that situation, maybe they would have...
Well, no, she didn't die. She got bit. So dude would have died if he got bit. She didn't die because she had that weird fucking thing.
Yeah. But anyway, so the mom's back. Dad goes in to talk to her to sort of try to smooth shit over after leaving her. And she's like, oh, I still love you. And he's like, oh, cool, cool. And then he like starts making out with her while she's tied down on the table. And I was like, ooh, that's probably not good since she's infected. And then sure enough, old Don starts just puking up blood.
And he gets infected.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, watching it, I'm like, okay, someone's going to come in and like take down Don or whatever.
Nope.
But no, he straight up just beats the mom to death and like gouges out her eyes and stuff. And I was like, holy shit. I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
it's a weird part.
It threw me off, man.
Yeah, I almost thought it was a dream. Like, I almost thought it was going to be a dream.
For some reason, the dad has the fucking master key to all these military doors.
Yeah.
And so he's just going through, unlocking doors, walking straight through them.
Yeah.
Finds the mom in the lab tied up. Makes out with her. Fucking turns into a zombie.
Uh-huh.
Beats the fuck out of her. Kills her. And keep in mind, the door he walked through, he had to swipe his key card to get in.
Yeah.
Closes behind him. He turns into a zombie. After that scene, you see him out of the lab, killing an armed guard.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck? How did this happen?
That's one of my biggest problems with the movie, is just how easy it was for shit to fall apart.
Yeah.
Like, this dude just...
Let's think about it, right?
Okay.
So, I mean, I agree. I think that's a huge problem with this movie.
Plot holes.
But think about if, like, any situation you have where you lock a door, right?
Yeah.
Now, how often have you locked your front door?
Every time I go through it.
Okay, all right, every time, and so you're like, okay, this door's locked, no problem. Now, if you left it unlocked while you ran to get Chinese food, or you ran to the store real quick to get a pack of smokes or whatever, right?
Okay.
Would your automatic thought be like, there are intruders in my house?
No.
So those guards in that facility, after 28 weeks, are probably thinking, "Man, this shit's done." Like the sniper guy even says it earlier. He goes, "This is the
Oh
worst combat
yeah.
zone ever."
Uh-huh.
So you're just there, and you're like, "Man, shit ain't go." Ah!
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like that dude was
Makes
watching people
sense.
fuck in the window. Like
He
none of
was.
these dudes were like alert
Well,
Was that
yeah, but
before or
like
after the Code Red?
that was
That was
before.
before.
before. Okay.
That's
Makes
Once the red
sense.
like
happens.
him killing those 3 soldiers or whatever in the hallway. That's whatever. But the fact that they like bring all these people to this secure area, and then like all this is one zombie. It's the dad, and he just goes, "Oh," and just opens like bangs in the door himself, and I'm like, "What?" And then
Oh,
instantly it just
when they
starts.
locked all those people in the room,
Yeah,
the garbage, the garage.
sure. And just instantly starts killing people,
Yeah,
and I was like, "What?"
there's so fucking many. They're packed in their shoulder to shoulder. If like 5 of them were like, okay, fuck that, and just fought the dude, like, I don't understand. They all just decided to turn and run. I'm like, 5 of y'all could have took this fucker out, but no, y'all want to be pussies.
So I have a theory that just popped in my head
Okay.
that maybe since the mom changed the dad, he had that like special infection and not the the
Uh-huh.
bullshit infection.
There was no special
I mean,
infection.
maybe, but
Well, no, the same infection the mom had, to where she could like recognize people and not kill her son when she saw him.
uh-huh.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's why he was like hunting
Yeah.
down. Maybe he actually could use his card to open those doors. Because there was times where he didn't act like a zombie, like when the dude did the serpentine thing,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
kid makes it, and he's like standing there, like super creepy, and then the guard like steps in front, and then he's like vanished, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I
that's
never noticed him stalking them.
Oh yeah.
I never noticed it.
He's like just watching them from the distance.
And when they're firebombing, he just happens to be in the one spot that won't get hit.
That was the
That's
dumbest
fucking
shit I've
bullshit.
ever seen.
He's
Yeah.
like in the alley next to it. And he's
It's like they show this fire goes everywhere. It's going in tunnels and
Yeah.
stuff. This one guy, it's like fire, and he just goes and sits in an alley, and it goes by him, and I was like, what? It reminded me of Game of Thrones season 8. Spoiler for that. We won't say what happens there though. Ooh. But they got
But,
Idris Elba in this bitch.
They do have Idris Elba.
Yeah.
But I completely forgot what I was saying now. Why I was
And
talking about
I saw Jeremy Renner, and I was like, oh, fucking Hawkeye. My guy.
Yeah. I don't know how I felt about these guys. Like, I get they're bored or whatever, but they're just straight up pointing snipers at people in the window.
Their
and I was
setup
like,
was good, though. Just to watch everyone. All the no like curtains.
Can
Lights
question.
on, they could see everybody.
how'd those 2 zombies get that one sniper? Like how'd they scale the building?
yeah,
I
right?
have no idea.
Like, you hear, like, Sniper 3, why did you stop shooting? And then you don't hear, and you're like, oh, the zombies got him. But it's like, how? How did they get up there?
And then his friend who got too, right? And he was like, they're on me.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're on top of a building, dude. You couldn't lock
just-
the one door that came out there. Like,
I just like that the whole time they're showing how friendly these guys are to each other. And then, like, Hawkeye gets in that fight with that sniper dude that's on the other building.
Yeah.
And
I never found out who that was.
I expected there to be something where he's like radioing them, being like, "Hey, you really
Yeah.
gonna, or something like that." But no, they just don't care. They're just, also that
he
so
kills the guy. Like,
yeah, he kills the guy. Yeah, he wants a homie in the blue shirt to go running, and he won't do
Yeah,
it.
fuck that guy.
So then the kid goes taking off doing it, right? And Hawkeye's like, "Okay," and he steps out or whatever. It takes the longest I've ever seen someone to shoot. Like, the first time you see him, it's like, okay, the sniper's like wide out in the open, and Hawkeye's just aiming at him the whole time, and I'm like, why haven't you shot him yet, Hawkeye? Finally shot
I
him.
won't miss.
Yeah, I won't miss. That dude in the blue
It was
shirt.
Such a great movie if that kid just got fucking nailed in the head as soon as.
Oh yeah. That would've
Well,
been
he
fun.
gets his neck gnawed on, but immune, so doesn't
Well, not
matter.
immune.
Not immune. He's got it, yeah, but I remember that pissed me off too. Is the dad zombie like jumps on top of the son, and he just stares at him for a while, And I was like, why is he doing this? Like, these zombies don't wait, you know? And then he's got to wait for the daughter to be like, Dad, or whatever. So then he can have, like, a little flashback. But, I don't know. By the way, so the dude in the blue shirt then later comes back when they're gonna get picked up in the helicopter by this dude. And the guy won't come down and pick him up because they're like civilians or whatever. And he's like, who are these fucking people, you know? And Hawkeye's like, just take them over the river. Zombies come running. Dude in the blue shirt's like, get, you know, and he jumps on the, what do you call that? Anyway, he jumps on the helicopter and he holds on. And the dude's like, get the fuck off the heli, you know, he's shaking or whatever. This goes into one of the most ridiculous parts of the movie, which sure, it's cool and all, but like, you know, where the dude's like, and so he just tilts the helicopter down and into all the zombies and kills them all.
Runs them over, yeah.
And I was like, that's cool, but I was watching it like, what is it? I didn't know I was watching a sci-fi movie.
I mean, it was a zombie movie. You meant the Sci-Fi Channel, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is considered science fiction.
You're like, this isn't robots.
But, I don't know. The movie's great, man. It had everything. I don't know why y'all didn't score it higher.
I gave it a 7.
Yeah, it should have been an 8 or a 9, though.
No.
I don't think. I mean,
they killed main characters. It had no like shame in it.
The
action was nonstop.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
The first 5 minutes of this movie had the best jump scare I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
That bitch got me good. I sent you a message even. I was like, whew. Yeah. You know, I was like,
Yeah, so, they have when they're still in the house all together, they set up that the girlfriend like is still waiting on her boyfriend who went out like 5 days before. And she's like peeking out the window and she's like, Sam? And then the next thing you know, it's just like, and just like the loudest zombies and like busting through. I jumped. It got me. I was like, Jesus Christ. Sam.
Because you weren't expecting, you know, you were like, this is a zombie movie. Oh, everything looks to be normal.
Yeah. And that leads, it just gets crazy because then she like, then she gets infected and she starts attacking another dude. And then Dawn has to come up and whack her with a crowbar and kill her.
Does the changing seem super fast?
Yeah, it's super fast in this one.
Because I remember that guy got blood in the eye in the last one. And he was like, guy, you got to do what you got to do. Do it for my kid. Kill me, blah, blah. And then he started going, bah, bah, bah. So maybe it was the same. But it just seemed like this one was like...
This one was, super fast. This one seemed like World War Z fast. Where it's like, you got 10 seconds. you're gone.
So, another question.
Okay.
If the zombies were running out and the guards were shooting them, they were just doing like one bullet to the chest and the zombies like, and I was like,
pretty much.
Aren't you supposed to just shoot them in the head?
Well, they never, this world, they never did that whole, you have to do them in the head thing. Like, it's always just been shoot them wherever.
I don't know. And I was a little upset that these guys with sniper rifle, no one's using like a 50 cal, right? They're all using like regular. But they're like, they show them blowing people apart. Like, I'm like, that's just a normal, you know, what, like 30-06 or something? Like a 308 or whatever? Like, it wouldn't be taken off legs at the thigh, you know?
Listen.
Like, I mean, homegirl gets shot in the leg later on by a sniper.
Yeah.
That's a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Give me a patch. So, like, but that's like, who knows? But yeah, this movie had everything you need. And the best part, it didn't end as a happy story.
Was that ending that little scene at the end? Was that third movie?
I just looked it up because I was trying to see what Danny Boyle was working on instead of making 28 Weeks Later. And apparently 3 months ago, he agreed to make a third movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah, they thought that the working title is 28 Months Later.
Nice.
I thought it was 28 Months in Paris or something.
No. I mean, that would go against the theme they got going.
Kind of, yeah.
But yeah, I
But
saw it. Yeah, so you can look forward to that.
he said he wasn't happy with this movie at all.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm in no way associated with that movie. He's like, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying
I don't
that
think
it's
many.
not what I envisioned.
Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people liked it. Like, I don't know the fan reaction to it or not.
Man, when they went in that tunnel and it was pitch black, and she was like, I could see, don't worry. I was like, man, this is the scariest shit ever.
Oh, did you? I thought it was the most
All
boring
those
part of the
dead
fucking
bodies,
movie.
too. It was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
They're yelling like super loud.
Yeah, I swear to
Not
God,
like
if I
it's
had to hear that
abandoned.
girl, I wrote it down. What was the name of the kid?
Abigail?
No, the boy.
Mary? Oh, the boy.
Charlie?
No, that's no. Let me see.
Uh.
Here it goes. It's Andy.
Andy.
And just in that tunnel, I just have to hear Andy, Andy, no, no, Andy, like 7,000
She's
times.
Screaming. She's screaming in an abandoned like subway station, and you would think it would echo like a motherfucker too. And it's like dead quiet because nothing's going on. Literally nothing. And she's screaming at the top of her lungs. Wearing headphones, listening to this movie, don't fucking do it. Would not recommend. It was loud as shit.
I did laugh when they took a header down the stairs, though. And they just
Yeah.
like fucking.
Well, how did they fall down the stairs and the fucking Andy ended up 200 feet down in a
Yeah,
different
he
fucking
just
tunnel?
he
Yeah,
landed
like-
and took the fuck off. He just fucking started running.
They have that. They have the thing where it's like she's calling out to them, but they won't answer, and then you see like someone walk by, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
who the fuck was that?
I
Someone
think
just,
that
like-
was the dad,
Yeah.
but I was like, why is he just walking? Like, oh no, it was, yeah. But also, I gotta look it up because I gotta know who it was that was playing this helicopter guy. Because at first, I swear to God, I was like, they got Chris Rock. I was like, holy shit. And then it was not Chris Rock later on. Harold Perrineau. Sure.
Who?
I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
The helicopter pilot.
He's the cripple from Oz.
Oh, fuck, it is the cripple from Oz.
I can't remember his name,
Also
guys.
in
I
The Matrix.
apologize to any crippled people, any people with physical handicaps. But he was the guy in the wheelchair
That's
from
how I
Oz.
recognized them.
from Oz. Yeah.
And he's the guy from Matrix, the third
You know,
Matrix
funny
movie.
enough, I think Alvarez from Oz is in this movie, too.
No.
Wait,
I'm
is he
pretty
actually
sure-
crippled?
No, he's not.
No.
No.
I was gonna say because didn't he? There was a crippled guy in the Matrix. It's been dude. It's been like a decade since I've seen the movie.
I don't
And I
remember
was
any.
like, was that him? I don't remember.
I don't remember anyone.
I don't
in a
actually know.
wheelchair.
I mean, I got a computer. I can look it up, but I'm lazy and I won't. So
Is he crippled in the Matrix, too? I don't remember.
there was a dude in the. I think it was a white guy, but yeah, it's been forever since I don't remember.
But I'm pretty sure that Alvarez plays one of those snipers that's on the building.
Nah, that's just you being.
Just because I remember when I was watching Band of Brothers, I was looking at what else that guy had been in, and he was in 28 Weeks Later. And I swear I saw him on that building. I'll add it later if he's in there. Hey, this movie had a budget of $15 million. It made $64.2 million.
Okay.
Did you say 64.2 billion? Was it
Million.
Million.
B? Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the best grossing movie of all time, Tyler. We got it.
Billion. Is there a movie out there that's made a billion? What,
Yeah,
like
the Endgame.
Endgame? Yeah, I was gonna say
Avatar
something
did
big
too,
like
didn't it?
that.
I don't know. It might.
I think
have.
Avatar was at like 1.1 billion, and then Avengers
Damn.
beat it with like 1.6.
All right, I went to go Google Avatar, and it gave me some band. Like, who's looking up a band named Avatar?
Hey guys, check out my new band, Avatar.
Fucked up, Tom.
thanks for the plug, Tom.
Yeah, man. It's gonna turn out like one of those guys watches the podcast, and he's like, "Oh."
You know what? Fuck you.
It made Avatar made 2.79 million. Billion.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, Hey, it's time for best of, worst of.
Ayo.
The best segment of this show. I'm assuming we didn't get a Mama Tyler review for this one.
No, she doesn't do gory movies.
That's a shame. My favorite and least, or my favorite moments is kind of a toss up. Because at first I was totally just gonna go with that opening sequence as soon as like the zombie busts in and just everything falling apart in that house. But then like the mom getting beat to death was such a like shock and like just so brutal how it happened. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He started piecing her up, and then when that didn't work, he just ripped her throat out.
Yeah,
I was like, good
yeah.
Lord.
So I think I'll still go with the beginning just because it's got that jump scare that scared the shit out of me. It's got nice blood. It's got the him betraying the mom. It's got the music that's still bumping from the first one. The guitar and shit. And so I'll go with that one. And then least favorite. I don't know. It's probably that bitch yelling, "Andy, no! Andy, no!" But also, can we just point out that this whole thing is totally the kid's fault? Like, if they just would have,
Well,
followed the
mom,
rules.
too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they would have never found them. Well, the military would have found the mom. Eventually, I
What
assume,
they
unless
have?
she starved to death or died.
Yeah, she just chilling there till she died.
I mean, I guess technically in the military did find the mom, if you really think about it. Like, they brought her back.
Yeah, but anyway. So I'll say. Also, real fast, there's that part where they find the body in that pizza shop or whatever, and it's like a skeleton.
Yeah.
It's only 28 weeks since the outbreak happened. I don't know if that's how long it takes to turn into a skeleton. Like, no skin left on the bone.
I mean,
Which I guess, like, they might have been
zombie
eaten.
anatomy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't their bodies run real, like, fast and...
Yeah, their metabolism or whatever
Yeah.
is. I don't know. But anyway, Maverick, you got a favorite, least favorite?
Nothing stood out for a favorite. Something that made me laugh was Jeremy Renner on top of that building when you first got there, and he was like, "What's on TV?" And he's looking at through people's windows and shit, and then just sees the couple fucking, and I was like, it made me laugh.
No.
And least favorite was the whole subway scene. I didn't. It was just shot like shit too, because all you saw was like her looking through the night vision scope. And I don't own a night vision scope, but I'm like 99% sure that's not what it looks like.
Yeah.
It is what it looks like.
Not exactly like that.
Yeah, all it does is magnifying light.
Yeah.
It's already there, so...
But then they had to shoot it in a way where when it wasn't looking through that scope, you could still see the people.
Yeah, so it's like they
So
can't
it was
see anything,
bright.
but then when
Yeah,
you
it was
see it's
bright.
bright.
It
It's like...
It was just shot like shit. So yeah, I'll go with that subway scene. Fuck it.
Hey, real fast, I take back my least favorite. My least favorite has to be the totally weird just dream sequence that the kid has of the mom like and tearing off her face. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
And then that never happens again. That was the only time it happens.
He wakes up, the sister's like, bad dream?
Yeah.
That's a fucking nightmare, dude.
Anyway,
That's terrible.
Tyler, you got a favorite, least favorite?
I mean, this whole movie's amazing. So it's hard to pick like one favorite moment. The helicopter scene was pretty good. Yeah, it might not have been
second.
realistic
Yeah, it
or
was
whatever,
cool.
but
It was just...
I really enjoyed it. Like that dude just mowing all those people down. I try to do that every day in Call of Duty.
Yeah. It works the same, right? You always get it.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You get them every now and then. But my least favorite part is when they get to the campground or the fair,
Uh-huh.
and the random dude just goes up to the ice cream truck and he's like, "Ooh, ice cream,"
Yeah.
and he's like looking in there, and I'm like, "That thing's been there for 28 weeks. You think there's ice cream? Like,
Yeah.
why are you looking there?" So,
Yeah.
but that was the only part of the movie that I disliked. So it's the only
Hmm.
reason why I'm giving it a negative.
No.
That and for some reason when they're in that field, then he's like, "Get down!" And
Yeah.
like the zombies don't see him. Like the helicopter's there,
Yeah.
and they don't. And I'm like, these zombies have been going crazy
Yeah.
up to this point, and now
Well,
they're being slow. Like,
yeah. Was it just me, by the way, or every time they have a shot of like Hawkeye standing outside of the helicopter, or like just a lot, all the helicopters and shit look CGI, except for the parts where it's actually in the helicopter and he's flying it. But it looked fake, like, and I wonder, like, I haven't looked it up. I wonder if it was a fake helicopter, like.
I mean, do you think the Apache later was fake too?
Yeah, man.
So I mean, probably right. It's probably cheaper to fucking throw in a Halo
Yeah.
car than it is to like use a real one. They were like, "Hey, get in this." Why do you think he got out to push the car? He had a gun. There's 3 dudes.
True. He could have just popped him.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop. Okay, now let's keep trying that engine.
'Cause
Even
they
if
had
you
the-
shot one, it would have
Yeah.
exploded. They had flamethrowers.
Because they had to kill people off real fast. The movie was wrapping up.
I just don't know what the gas was. To where he went out there and he was fine enough to push the car for
Yeah.
30 feet.
Yeah,
Like,
they
he's
acted
pushing
like
the
if
car.
the gas touched them, they were dead.
Yeah, he pushes. It's not a car. It's like a station wagon. But he pushes it and he gets
Stick
it going
shift,
at pretty
wasn't it?
good speed. Yeah, and he's like, "Pop the clutch." And they're moving away from the flamethrower guys. There's a bunch of dead zombies there.
Uh-huh.
He just watched them die. That would need to be flamethrowered.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Pop the clutch," and she does, and it starts. And then like the flamethrower guy's like, just a foot behind him. He's like, "Hey."
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just gets his age.
It's like, wouldn't that guy be 30 feet back? Like, but I love it. I love the way they just kill people and they don't care. They're like, "Hey, oh, you think Jeremy Renner's a big name? Well, guess what? Yeah,
I don't
he's
know if
dead."
he was back then, though.
When was it?
This
when was
was-
the first one and then this one?
So this one came out in 2007.
Uh,
And then the
looked good for 2007.
28 Days came out in 2000. That's not right. That's
Damn.
28 Days, the movie. 28 Days later came out 2002.
Yeah, you got to remember, like, if you're complaining about CGI helicopter or whatever, is like this came out a while back. So.
Yeah. Same thing with Idris Elba. Like, Idris Elba isn't James Bond back then. Like, he still isn't now, but, you know, he was Stringer Bell by that point. He was in The Wire, but I don't know of anything else he was doing. Also, you never, like, get, like, he doesn't have an ending in that movie. The last time you see him is being like, "We've lost control." And that's it.
And he's like, kill everybody.
Yeah.
You know? Jesus.
Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. They totally didn't, yeah, like, Hawkeye's like, I'm here to help the kids, whatever. And it's like, are we not gonna talk about the 20 civilians you mowed down up on that roof? Like, yeah. Which, I don't know. Also, I thought that, like, Hawkeye and that girl, like, the military girl, like, knew each other somehow, but apparently they didn't. They didn't have any idea who each other were. So, because Hawkeye was like spying on her through the window that one night, and I was like, oh, they must have something going on, but they don't. All these people need to close their goddamn windows.
I think
They had him set up like that for a reason.
they had to. Yeah, I think it was like that, so
Yeah.
they could see in case
Maybe.
zombie stuff happened.
Makes sense.
So-
I wouldn't be too mad. Just don't fucking. I'm sure they all had a bathroom, right? So just, if they wanted to do whatever, just
Yeah,
they
go
could
in
do
the,
it behind that. Yeah.
go in the bathroom.
That couple did not give a fuck.
No.
Full view of the thing and just going at it. They were under the blanket at least, so. But
I don't think
By
that
the-
guy was in 28 days later, by the way. Or 28 weeks.
Maybe not.
I'm looking at it right now.
By the way, Cillian Murphy and the other girl I don't know her
From the
name off the
first
top of
one?
my head. Yeah, they were just filming some other shit around this time, so they couldn't come back for the sequel.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know where they'd be on it because they were in like a different part. Like I guess they were in London, right? But then
yeah.
they ran away, to go to out into the country.
Well, you would assume that the planes that saw them would have to do with, you know, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where they would.
Like
You could throw them in there though. So,
so.
but hey, maybe 28 months. Maybe they'll be in that one. I don't know. Cillian Murphy's probably a bigger paycheck at this point though.
Yeah, but that's the name you would need to sell the movie,
Yeah.
right? Him and Tom Hardy. Maybe like what's a rugged chick you could throw in there who's like strong female lead?
Well, I
Gal
mean,
Gadot.
you have the girl from the original. That I imagine they would bring back
Nah,
too.
she died.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's not right at all.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
Let me look it up.
Okay.
Oh, yep, dead as shit.
Oh
She
yeah.
died in real life, not
Oh
like in the
yeah.
movie. Surprised you didn't know that.
I don't think it's true.
So I'm looking at this, and she's not even like credited. She's like 19th on the list.
Yeah, in that
So
movie,
right?
I'm like, what?
She was in Moonlight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, totally. Still alive. Shout out to Tia Dalma.
What?
Anyway,
What's Tia Doma?
that's her name.
Her name is Naomi Harris.
Oh yeah. Well, who the fuck is Tia Dalma? Oh, maybe that's
That-
Calypso's name from Pirates of the Caribbean.
What? How did we get here?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the sequel, the upcoming trilogy.
Yeah,
What do
Tia
you call
Dalma.
it?
It's a trilogy.
Who's Tia Doma?
Tia Dalma's the name of Calypso from Pirates of the Caribbean, who's played by Naomi Harris.
She's pretty cool.
And when I clicked on it, it brought up the character name instead of her name. So,
She's pretty great. I didn't realize she was in Skyfall. That was the same chick.
I haven't. I've watched
Do you-
like one James Bond movie.
007? Yeah, James Bond.
So obviously she's a black chick, and she's trying to shoot this guy
Woman of color.
on the train.
Racist. What?
I mean, I don't know. Anyways, but she's like trying to shoot a guy on the train that Bond's like chasing, whatever.
Okay.
And she shoots him by accident.
Yeah.
Really?
It's just like, oh
Whoa,
fuck!
spoilers.
She shoots. No, this is like 20 minutes into the movie, but she's really good in 007.
Hmm.
I don't know if they're talking about a woman playing 007.
I don't know
would
what.
hope it's her, but I don't think it is.
I don't think it is because I heard
the
it
girl
was.
from Get
It's
Out.
gonna be just as
No.
bad as that.
No, it's
Queen
definitely not the
Latifah
girl from
TV show.
The Equalizer.
Oh my god! I watched the trailer for it because I was like, "Oh hey, they had to make it. That was a movie, right? The movie was good."
They made two of them.
So I checked out the
Denzel.
trailer. I had no knowledge of it. I saw it. I went, "Oh fuck! Let me look at the trailer before I download this."
You mean watch it on syndicated TV?
Yeah. Well, no, I download it from where I
No.
watch it from.
No.
I pay money for it. What are you talking
Oh yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I pull up the trailer and I'm watching it. I see Queen Latifah and I'm like, oh, I wonder if she's like some side character. No, she's out here killing people, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, how old is she now? Like, and she's not in the best of shape to be doing what she's doing.
God damn.
How dare you?
I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just like, well, she's no fucking.
Well,
I
you're doing
mean,
a pretty
the
good
other
job.
Denzel, like,
the other
come on,
Equalizer
bro.
is Denzel Washington. Homie's like 60 when he made Equalizer 2.
We could just compare Denzel's body fat to Queen Latifah's body fat. We could see
damn.
like, or we could just the shape they're in. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just saying it's very unrealistic.
For a guy not talking shit, you're
I'm
killing.
talking a lot of shit.
Just
Oh,
say it.
but-
I mean,
Can't believe you've done this.
yeah. Like,
Listen,
you
I'm
you
a
have
fan of
lightweight
Queen
boxers,
Latifah,
and
dude.
then you have heavyweight.
You don't
boxers.
sound like it.
Her and Ice Cube, Barbershop. Are you fucking kidding me? The biggest fan.
All right, now we got off the rails.
Yeah.
We made it all the way to
What was I even
barbershop.
talking about? Oh, I was gonna say because it's that girl. But then forever they were talking about Idris Elba was gonna be James Bond. But I don't think that was ever like real.
That would
I
have been so
guess.
neat, man.
But it's the girl from This Is Us or whatever. The
I've never watched that show.
Oh, well, you've probably seen her
It's
picture or whatever.
I don't know. It's an NBC show. I don't watch fucking
Not This Is Us. What's the other Key and Peele movie? Scary movie.
Get Out. Not Get Out.
And
Us.
Us. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
just Us.
Oh, is it the mom from Us?
Yeah, yeah. It's the
Oh,
mom.
she was good in Us. I think that movie
She's
was bad,
real
but
solid. Yeah. So,
yeah,
don't know how it would be Bond, but you know.
I don't know. I'll give her a shot. We'll see how she does. I won't give her a shot because I don't watch James Bond movies. But hey,
Oh, how dare you?
How do you not? They're
They're
usually
just
pretty good.
are they? I don't know.
What was the last one?
The last one was Quantum. It was that one with Batista with the octopus thing. That was the only one I've watched. Was the one with Batista. I don't know.
I don't know. The name's really. It's like
Yeah.
Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and then
No Time to Die is 2021.
Yeah.
Spectre. There we go.
Spectre. That's the one. Yeah.
That was 2015, and the one before that was Skyfall.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What's this dude's name?
Who?
The main actor?
Daniel
What's that?
Craig.
Daniel Craig. He's been playing that role since 2006. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I mean, yeah. Usually the Bond people played him for like 15 years. So.
I mean Pierce Brosnan. Only
Pierce
two.
Bronson. Yeah, that's 2002. Then Homeboy.
This is
Daniel
a
Craig.
28 weeks podcast.
I got, dude. I need to. Yeah, I like that. Spectre was pretty good. He shot that lady, or Homeboy shot that lady because
Whoa.
glass on her head.
Whoa.
So, listen, 2015. Okay, 2015.
Hey, anyway, guys.
This
For
next
a warning, yeah.
Yeah.
But this movie, I don't like. Again, I'm not trying to harp on y'all, but why did you give it such a low rating?
I gave it a 7,
Yeah.
dude. I gave it one less than you. It's not a low rating. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was dog shit and boring.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie is nonstop action. Like it had lulls, but you have to have lulls in order to have excitement.
No, it wasn't action. No action. Just people being dumb and turning into zombies.
yeah.
They had military people shooting zombies like they're supposed to. Nothing crazy. People running from zombies. You get one fight scene from Homeboy when he's bashing zombies over the head. The rest of the movie, nothing. Am I right or am I right?
No, I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, it's a zombie movie. I don't know, you know, it is what it is. But I like this one because it shows you the after effects, right? Like you can say that it was that Night of Living. What's that fucking Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
Where they're like they did a little bit of the after effects where you just had his friend chained up outside or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, well, that's stupid. But this one actually like tackles after a zombie apocalypse, what happens then? And then they're like, oh, we'll try to reestablish it. And it's like, you're still getting zombied. It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of Night of the
mean,
Living Dead.
Shaun
Or
of the
Return
Dead.
of the Living Dead.
Shaun of the Dead did that too. They had the where it would show like them like tied up working at shopping centers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you know, stuff that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
But, you know, because you would just kill those, you know. But
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead, much better movie than this movie.
Oh yeah,
But,
definitely. I'd watch all 3 of those 9 times.
I mean,
over.
there's only
All
one.
3.
There's only one of them, but
No, I mean there's a trilogy there. They don't intertwine, but I mean it's 3 of
yeah.
like great movies.
Well, 2 of them.
well,
are great.
you know how I feel about Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel. I have no idea.
No.
But,
Anyway.
I don't know. Like I said, it's weird because they kind of went into like logistics and stuff. So I dig it.
I don't know. Like I
don't
said,
know
it's
why
one of my like it's a good movie. One of my complaints is the like I get what you're saying, how like they kill main characters and like they're like not afraid to do it. But to me, it just seemed like they were just doing it at that point to be like, ha, this guy's dead
Didn't
now.
expect
And
that.
like, yeah, like, I don't know, something about it just like, it didn't all come off smooth. And just how it, like, yeah, everything just felt too easy how it was going, like, with the zombies getting out and stuff. Which I get, that's the whole point, is that, everything can happen so fast. But there's just something about it. And there were, for the most part, it was nonstop action. But there were points in this movie where it just seemed like 10, 15 minutes where they were just sort of chilling out. Like, I don't know. But I liked it. Like, I'd watch it again. I'd probably even buy it. I mean, I already did buy it. I mean, technically, yeah.
I own a box set that has this and the other one. Came in a fancy like metal box. And had a slip case and all kinds of stuff.
Slip case.
So, but it's good stuff. But I don't know. It's a heart touching. Like there's like a love story there, like a family togetherness.
Yeah, family. Yeah, I can see where they were going with that, but
it's there, but it's like
dog shit. It's dog shit.
So I don't know. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, if your whole family are zombies, would you just not let them bite you so you be with your family? Or are you gonna be like, I killed my whole family because they were zombies, and now all I have is a rack of DVDs and some random masks.
Oh yeah, I'll kill them instant.
Oh yeah, I'd kill them. They're no longer your family after that, because they turn quick too. If it took a while for them to turn, I'd be like, oh, this kind of. But no, they turn instant, so I'm fucking beating their ass. Like they're dead to me now.
Let me propose a scenario to you, right? And let's say you woke up one day and your parents caught. Trying to think about how to say this and not get completely edited out. You woke up one day and your whole family were speaking Spanish.
Okay.
All right.
And the whole house is like totally like Spanished up, like little shrines of Jesus, all kinds of stuff.
All right.
Spanished up.
And then you didn't understand anything they said or anything that was going on, and you were like, "What the hell? The Twilight Zone?"
Yeah.
And then you would murder them because they were a little different.
Well, the thing is, they're actually alive and not trying to eat my neck.
Hey, you fucked this up, Tyler. You fucked this up.
I don't know.
So what if they hand you like something that would turn you to them, right? You wouldn't just join the crew, because like these zombies, we imagine.
Well, I mean
that what they're saying and stuff doesn't make sense, but there's times in this where the zombie looks up and like does like a double grunt and looks left, and then all of them go left, right? So they're obviously communicating.
Oh yeah.
So there is a zombie language there. So, just saying, like it's you could join the world of the zombies.
I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, I can always join them later.
True.
It's like I could go on a little bit more. I will say though, my dad always said if he got turned into a zombie, to let him live, because he wanted to do some zombie things.
What? Wait.
Yeah. He was like, just leave me. I want to do some zombie things. Yeah.
I expected it to kill him right away.
No, he wanted to eat some people. So
we're talking about the same guy. We'll get into your dad's eating habits.
Yeah. Well, it's just meat. That's all he eats.
This one has cheese.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover myself in cheese. Or just put a cheese hat on. And he's like, that one has cheese on it. I don't want it.
Like the fucking Green Bay cheese hat?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Use a cheese hat. I don't want it.
I don't know. I think that, like I said, if you all watch that Duncan Trussell thing, to where they all turn to zombies, and it's like a much better life because you don't have to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
this show has corrupted your mind, Tyler. Every time we do a zombie thing, you say, we should just become the zombies. It's better. And I'm like, Tyler, no. Live, Tyler, live.
But it's like, you got to watch it to really understand it. But I don't know. I mean, what's that, I Am Legend? Where they all turn to zombies?
Vampires.
Sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, vampires, but
Yeah.
Are they technically vampires?
Yeah.
yeah,
Apparently, yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
But that's the whole twist in that movie that the movie never did the twist of.
Yeah,
So,
they didn't have the guts.
but
Why haven't we got a second one?
Well, I mean,
because
why?
they ruined it with the
Yeah,
first one.
like the first one, sort of.
Ended it? I don't
Yeah.
really remember the ending. They
Spoiler
gotta-
warning for I Am Legend. They find a vaccine and they cure everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't really have a second movie. But
Well, they didn't it didn't show them curing everybody. It showed them getting that vaccine and then like, oh, this is a game changer, and that I think that's where they ended it.
no, they took the lady and the girl escaped to the military compound in the North Pole or whatever.
No.
And they made the vaccine, and like there was like a title card at the end. They're like, "Hey, we fixed everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No point for a sequel."
That sucks. That would have been good. They fucked up. That's a lot of money they could have made.
They predicted Batman vs Superman.
Did they?
It was on a poster in the background.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm sort of convinced those are all planned ahead, like years in
No.
advance.
They predicted.
I'm
it.
sure of it. Assholes sitting in the back. Well, technically, it's all planned out in the comics because they just copy and paste the comics, change a little thing here and there, and
Whoa.
that's
Are you saying that
multi-million-dollar
it's
in
easy
movies.
to make a comic book movie?
Yeah, you just pick the right cast. I don't understand. Like, is it not? Like,
I don't know. It seems pretty easy. You just write a couple snappy comebacks with characters. And there you go.
Couple quips.
Yeah, like that's all the movies are. It'll be like, oh no, a main character died. Here's a joke. It's like, I don't know if that's the time. The only one that ever, spoiler alert for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, yeah, is when, what's that dude, Xandu? Is that his name? The blue guy? When he dies
Xandu.
and they have like the funeral. That's the only time that's not the only time, but that's the one where I was like, oh, Xandu.
yeah.
What about the first one where Groot's like kills himself?
But he was back alive.
Yeah, that didn't count.
You didn't know that then.
Yeah, I know, the Groot didn't really bother me all that much.
Well, what did Xandu say? He wasn't your dad. He was your dad, but he wasn't your...
He
He
may have
might-
been your father, but he was never your daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, daddy. Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And then Star-Lord was like, no, and he was like trying to... Yeah, anyway.
I'm Mary Poppins, yo! It's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, hey, thanks for listening to the 28 weeks later
28
podcast.
weeks,
We get a little
James
off topic
Bond,
here.
Yeah, it's an overtime. We're allowed to.
The barbershop.
The barbershop. Yeah.
Okay.
Equalizer. Shaun of the Dead. Like.
Hey, check out Equalizer. I'm sure Queen Latifah's gonna do an amazing job.
We'll see. I think the first episode dropped right after the Super Bowl.
The first and second episode. And
Really?
I think it's on
Both
the
of them?
She's
streaming.
like, I found out I only have 50 days left to live, so I'm gonna spend them with murder.
Was that the premise of it? I didn't get that from the trailer.
That was.
Yeah.
It was from the trailer. This is what I got. Secret, like CIA agent lady who's the head of everything, quits and then just starts beating up like random people on the street
Oh, yeah?
who do bad things. Like they rob a store and she
No,
breaks
no.
their arms.
It was it's definitely found out she was dying.
Yeah, she got
Was it
cancer.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't
Yeah.
see that. No.
Yeah, had X amount of time, so she
Yeah.
was gonna right the
She
wrongs
goes
that-
skiing at one point, kills some people while she's skiing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There is a snow episode,
Yeah.
where she's like at a resort.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
then
like y'all.
Someone
watched
say it was
this.
her last.
There's another one where she's like a taxi cab driver with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Maniacs.
All right, thanks for listening to the 28 Weeks Later podcast. So we finally finish up this series. We'll do 28 months if that ever comes out.
28 months.
Yeah,
But
Friday.
that's gonna be in 28 months. from
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna be we might be dead.
It might be 28 months already done. Like,
Yeah, like,
yeah, it has been. That's 2 years.
Yeah,
Well,
the,
a little more than 2 years, but
well, yeah, this came out 2007.
yeah. So we're due.
So we're yeah. So anyway, Friday, stay tuned for Hellraiser. That'd be something. I don't know. I've never seen it, but it's coming. All right. Well, anything? Yeah. Anything else y'all want to say to the people before we sign off?
I think we told him Mav was dead last time, so we might need to.
He got
better.
I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
he
back.
got resurrected.
Speaking of
Bitch,
zombies,
I lived.
here's
All right.
like, subscribe,
Yeah, all that good stuff.
buy our merch.
Patreon.
Tell these guys why they're morons for not loving this movie.
I gave it
Ooh,
1
was
point
dog
less than you.
shit.
I gave it a 9.
You gave it an 8. You don't even remember your score.
I said an 8 or a 9.
That's not
You
what
said
you said.
8.
I will edit it in here where what you said.
Edit it to where he says a 5. Like, he gives
Yeah.
5.
I'm gonna give this one a 4.
How dare you? Anyways, this movie's great. It has a couple little shortcomings, but
Couple of little short.
and it's an action pack. It's a great watch with the buddies,
Pew,
watch
pew,
as a
pew,
date
pew.
movie.
I don't know if I'd watch this with buddies.
I mean, kind of did.
Watch it with us
Yeah.
in your heart,
So, but-
and then your booty. Anyway,
Ooh.
Friday, Hellraiser. All right.